force. What is that we attract and what is that we don't want to attract? And the same with the fear, how we are continuously in the fear of some survival space, and how that can be mapped into the macrocosm as electromagnetic energy. All these greater signs, when we start understanding, Bhagavan says, each overflow into the other, how the length dimension is just a materialistic world. The breadth dimension, it includes the length also, but the breadth is the flow of life, Bhagavan says, and it's a visualization. And then it overflows into the depth dimension. The depth dimension, when we have the powerful cognition that Paramashiva is real, we are also in the body and we are experiencing Paramashiva in every thought, word, action as our reality, in every person as our reality. That beautiful cognition that we are holding simply breaks open the time and makes us experience the consciousness real, Paramashiva as reality. Bhagavan beautifully and seen, both are merged. It is completely in oneness. You only know that when you wake up that you had a nice experience. There is a no knower to understand what is going on there. There is no person. There is no first person. It has merged. The mind and the body has merged into the oneness space. And when you are in the dream state, the thoughts happen, the mind happen, but still the body is not there. Only the whatever is happening is perceived as reality in the dream. But when we wake up to this reality, here also the distance between the known, the seer and the seen becomes larger. So we don't wake up from this, but in the dream, we have very little gap. When we are very scared or too much in fantasy, we wake up, the more and more it goes to the seer, we wake up to the reality. Here in this powerful space that we are right now in the waking state, which is also a dream state, Bhagavan says, not only the outer world, the inner world also when it shut down, and only Paramashiva is real, you experience the higher self. Beautifully, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa once got a shawl. The shawl was most expensive and such a beautiful shawl. For a minute, he got the shawl. He thought, oh wow, I have one of the most beautiful, expensive shawl. But the next minute when he touched the shawl, the mind simply told him how he can have something more important than Devi. He puts the shawl down, starts stamping it, and literally wants to burn the shawl. The person who offered the shawl took the shawl and ran away. The most beautiful thing is he doesn't want even one thought away from Kali. He wants to reside everything as Kali and in Kali, bringing that oneness, bringing that self on Shakti more and more. You prepare yourself for receiving the Diksha initiation, which is the strong nuclear force as our reality. The outer macrocosm, Bhagavan says, as strong nuclear force, which the initiation, when we prepare ourselves with the powerful cognition, we overflow into the initiation of experiencing that greater reality, opening up the time component and experiencing the oneness in the present moment and manifesting consciousness as our reality. That is why it says, at one who has cognized and willed, this is the reality, simply manifest the length, breadth, depth, time, and space component as ultimate reality. Beautifully, Bhagavan is explaining all these greater signs in all these sutras again and again for us to get the cognitive shift where we can manifest the ultimate. Here, Usha, the daughter of Banasura, had a dream and she saw in the dream the person, and then so she goes to Chitralekha and asks her to draw what she saw, and the be able to see what the other person's dream and what the person looks like, and she was able to draw. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 62. All these greater signs of how we can manifest these higher signs as our reality is clearly given in many of the references how we merge into the oneness space. Bhagavan beautifully explains in the Atma Pramana how he merged into Devi. He drew at years, 10 years, that Sri Chakra and how he carved a Devi that he saw.
And then Devi appeared in this very form. She is gracing now with Lakshmi and Saraswati. When I had darshan, I saw only Devi, Bhuvaneshwari. Here she is gracing with Lakshmi and Saraswati. There, when I had darshan, I saw her only this form, the Angushan, Pashan, Abhayan, Varada. It's just too much. Too much. Slowly carved the Devi the same way I saw in stone, and carved that Sri Chakra the same way I saw in copper plate. This happened. You can see the yantra I carved after the darshan at the age of 10. And this is the deity of the Devi. This is the deity of the Devi I carved at the age of 10.
Beautifully, this years old. What is and what happens when we draw the Sri Chakra? The Gurukul, there's a beautiful process of drawing the Sri Chakra. Bhagavan in one satsang beautifully says, when you align your lines and thoughts, everything to the cosmic geometry, simply the clarity happens and we draw the mandalas, how it reflects in us. Bhagavan beautifully says how a mad person, mad doctor, was studying all the mad students who did some drawing, and all the drawings money looked pretty same, and all the drawings one also looked same. Finally, the doctor got into the madness itself. What you cherish continuously, it just absorbs you into that. Bhagavan beautifully gives us this Sri Yantra and the carving with Sri Yantra, drawing the Sri Yantra. Simply you align to the higher cosmic geometry. And the more we align ourselves to the higher reality, we become Paramashiva as reality ourselves. We recognize ourselves as Paramashiva, waking up to the intense space of oneness as our reality. Anything, any question asked, and it mapped exactly as the original picture. Without having any idea, they were able to download the picture just when the author or some basic details were told. And the Nithyananda Yogam participants are sharing this great science.
So I told her to draw, it's a drawing from a famous artist, Vincent van Gogh, the Starry Night. And then she started, immediately started like a star, and then she started drawing like a tree. She didn't know what was it, and she asked me, what is it? And then she wasn't sure if it was correct. And I said, yes, go on, it's right. And then she started drawing a moon, and then the whole star, and it was a perfect image of drawing of the artwork. So this is the Starry Night. Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, which was designed by a famous architect, Gaudi. And she started with the tower, and then she asked me if it contained more than one tower, if it had two towers, and if it were connected. I said, yes, there was two towers connected, but there are more than two towers. And then she started drawing the main entrance. There are three facades of the exact facade, the main entrance, with the four towers, and then going down, and then here, how it's going. So that was amazing, because I know the Sagrada Familia, but I wouldn't be able to draw it by myself. I would have looked constantly on the drawing and then draw it. But she just...
Beautifully, how the Balasins were able to draw the exact picture, and to the greatest surprise, it mapped exactly how it was there in the original picture. Many a times the Nithyananda Yoga participants might get something wrong, but they would correct, the Balasens would correct the answers. Here, let's experience oneness with Paramashiva and manifest the power of breath dimension. Any drawing that you would like to draw that you don't know, have any idea of the author, you can draw and Google and find out. If you don't have Google, you just have a book, then you can take some magazine and just select any page and download the drawing and verify at the end of the session. If you have a partner, partner can give you the details and you can draw whatever the partner has drawn, or the page number or the details that partner has, you can see through third eye and simply draw. If you have the Krishnashila or banyan leaf and you have the Nyananjan in the Kantamala, you can apply in the third eye and your temples and apply on the Paramashiva Shila, which is a granite slab, and you can see the details. So beautifully, Bhagavan has given us the greatest signs for us to understand Paramashiva is real. Now let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line. Visualize Paramashiva in your third eye. Again and again, bring yourself back to Paramashiva, the darshan that just now we had, and just merge into that beautiful space of oneness by unclutching continuously. All that we are perceiving, the fear, the greed, all the delusion is only momentary. All that we are Paramashiva, that is the greater reality. Simply experience that more and more in, in yourself, and you will experience the manifestation of life happening, just unfolding in us. All the initiation becomes our reality when we have the right cognition. Paramashiva is real, and all that is a manifestation, what is happening to us. Let's entangle with Bhagavan in the deep oneness, chant the Mahavakya continuously from our navel center with a deep listening, and experience the quantum space, the Nirvikalpa Samadhi space, and whatever is shown in that beautiful space, just make a note of it. These small exercise Bhagavan has given to poke holes in our logic, self-doubt, self-denial and self-hatred. Constantly when we manifest powers again and again, we are poking holes in all the logical mind and understanding there is no identity. All the labels that we carry, the tree doesn't know it's a mango tree, we label it like that. We label everything. The dog doesn't know it's a dog, nor a buffalo knows it's a buffalo. We label everything and ourselves with every detail. Drop all the labels, Bhagavan says, all your opinions, all your judgments, all your whatever you know, drop everything, and what remains is Paramashiva is real. And he is the one who is experiencing, who's making us experience the whole space of oneness. So hold that space. When Ramana Maharshi was asked, is Krishna real? Can we see him? Can we speak to him? Ramana Maharshi said, yes, we can see him, we can speak to him, just like you and me. He can appear and we can talk to him. But right now you look in where who's that who wants to see him? And when he said that, more and more the formless, the Paramashiva space in us, when we recognize the ultimate, the space of oneness, the frequency who we are, the quantum space, then every manifestation becomes reality, whatever we want and much more. Let's chant the Mahavakya intensely with a deep listening to manifest the power of breath dimension, to draw the picture what is unknown to us. Let's start.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham,
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham,
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour. Let the Varni open up. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour. Let the Varni open up. Manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So beautiful. Whatever Paramashiva has shown, please check, verify authentically that whatever you have seen is exactly the picture that is originally there. All this greater truth manifest in us as prasada from Bhagwan. Each and every manifestation of Bhagwan is the prasada for us to experience that Paramashiva is real. Not just the logical mind, but how we enjoy the deep sleep. Same way, consciously enjoying this great science when we manifest these powers. As little, it is so beautiful that you will just start loving it more and more. You will get addicted to that highest consciousness as reality. Bhagavan says, Paramashiva, other than Arunagiri Yogeshwara, I don't know who I am. He has nothing in him left as him. That is why Bhagavan says, I don't need you for your life. All that we need is Paramashiva to manifest as reality. All that he showers in us to make us understand that he is the only real. Whatever we perceive is only a perceptional reality. How in the dream it happens, the waking state is also a dream, continuously only deluding us into more and more chaos and confusion. One finishes, the next starts. So there is no end of the confusion, because as long as we are in the outer world, materialistic life, the only thing we can experience is again and again fall into the deepest confusion and chaos and pain. But raising as Paramashiva as your ultimate reality, that your body also and you are consciousness, reflecting all that superconscious space in you as your reality. Let's have one more cycle of breath dimension. Let's sit straight with the head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Put away your gadgets for a few minutes and chant the Mahavakya deeply inside from your navel center, and deeply listen to the chanting that you are experiencing. And whatever the manifestation happens in your mind, just draw that in a piece of paper, and at the end of the session we'll verify and share with the world. Let's start chanting the Mahavakya intensely from the navel center with a deep listening.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham,
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Ananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Ananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So beautiful. Whatever Paramashiva has shown, please share it with the world in tinyurl.com/powermanifestation. More and more when we share, cause others reality that they are Paramashiva, that we are Paramashiva, Paramashiva is real, and consciousness is how we exist as the existential reality, the quantum, the frequency, how we can exist. More and more you go through all the science and share it with the world and share the powerful cognition, Bhagwan's Diksha, Darshans, initiations, and your manifestations. All this, if you go ahead and share it, more and more you get grounded into Paramashiva as your reality. And if you see the dollar sign, you can offer, contribute to Kailasha. All that Bhagwan is showering on us is worth much more than what money could buy. But whatever he is giving us, the oneness space, which is more higher currency than any currency that we can use, the highest space of oneness with Paramashiva is all we are gaining. So whatever you contribute, you're sharing to the world is to make you understand how Paramashiva is becoming reality in you. Simple obedience, simple integrity, Bhagavan says, for all these simple instruction, which takes you a long way to manifest the greater science. So with that deep gratitude, surrendering all the powerful cognition, power manifestation to Bhagavan's lotus feet, with a deep gratitude, thanking Bhagavan for all that he is showering on us, and thanking all of you, hundreds of you, sitting and manifesting the greater science as reality. So, in the deep gratitude, thanking all of you, and with the deep earning, Paramashiva is real in my word, thought, action, in seeing everything and everyone as Paramashiva, as my reality. Holding that powerful cognition, ending this session with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidham Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Paduka Arpanamastu Om Nithyananda. Thank you so much. See you at 6 p.m. in the Zoom session in Kailash Courtyard Manifesting Power session. You can log in through